Welcome back to Yeshivat Shalom Ba'it. B'ezrat Hashem, we're here on Tuesday night, 13th of Kislev, Tavshin Pei Gimel, of Parashat Ve'ishlach. B'ezrat Hashem, the holy by Chazon Ovadiya, Chanukah, Hadlakat, Zman Hadlakat Nerot Chanukah. So we started yesterday already discussing what's the time to light the candle Chanukah light. We're on page Ayin, Halacha Gimel. בערב שבת צריך לתת שמן בנרות החנוכה, שיעור שידלקו חצי שעה אחר צאת הכוכבים בליל שבת. On Friday night, when you're lighting your candles, you have to put enough oil, because anyway you're lighting before Shkiat HaChama, before sunset. So you have to be very careful when you're lighting. That means you have 18 minutes before sunset. In Israel it's 13 minutes, right? Usually usually everybody, in Israel different times. In Yerushalayim it's 40 minutes, some places 20 minutes, whatever it is. Everybody like 18 minutes minimum, but usually 13 minutes it's Ben Hashmashot. Right? In Israel it's 13 minutes Ben Hashmashot. In America it's about 45 minutes Ben Hashmashot. So that means in America, we light, let's say if you're Miami Beach, North Miami Beach, they light 20 minutes candle lighting before sunset. We light usually 18 minutes. Here in Hollywood, sure, it's every 18 minutes. And most of the world is 18 minutes. For some reason, in Miami, the Baruch Hashem, the Tzaddikim over there, they do 20 minutes before sunset, they light candles. So now, if you're lighting Chanukah, the Rabbi says here Friday night, you have to make sure to put enough oil to last you the first 20 minutes, right, according to Miami Beach, or 18 minutes, whatever else. Then the next 45 minutes, and then another half hour. That's the mitzvah. Okay? So like here in Hollywood, sunset is about 5:33, 5:32, let's say, take that easy time. 5:32 plus 45 minutes is 6:17. 6:17 is where the mitzvah to light candles is, plus half hour.
However, when we're doing
6:47, 6:50. To be on the safe side. To be on the safe side, 6:50. That's when the candles have to light from. So now, if you light by candle lighting, 5:10, 5:12, whatever it is, 5:13. Candle lighting is next week. And the following week, whatever it is, right? Shabbat. The following so it's probably 5:50, right? So that means you have to be very careful. Your candles are going to last for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay, that's what you do. You should be very careful not to start too early. Because if you have oil just going to last you for 2 hours, then you might not be yotze mitzvah at all. As we have very custom, many communities, they accept Shabbos very early. Let's say in the winter time, the earliest you can accept Shabbos, at least in New York, was if 4:11 was candle lighting, 3:40 was the earliest you could accept Shabbos. About 3:40, 3:40 something, 3:30, some of the late 3:30s. It was like half hour max before. Even though in the summertime it was accept almost 2 hours before Shabbat. Almost 2 hours in the summertime. Let's say candle lighting is 8:15. You could accept the Rosh Shabbos already at 6:15, something like that. In the summertime, but in the winter time it goes the other way, because they're short. The hours of Jewish hours is short. So it turns out that the hour and 15 minutes before Shabbat is like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It turns back. So if 4:11 is candlelight, is 4:30. So before that, 40 minutes about 4:30. So like 10 like 3:40 something is the earliest you can accept Shabbos. So the Rabbi says on this night, don't do that. Just remember, you have 3:40, right? But that's in New York I'm talking about. In Miami it would be, in New York, in Florida it would be like 4:40, let's say. So you have to be very careful from 4:40 to 7 o'clock almost, where you have to have the candles lit. That's a long time. And most people don't buy 2 hours and a half, 3 hours. We do, Baruch Hashem, in our family, but most people don't. Most people want to try to get away with as little as possible, to be yotze. Some people hold it's about tashchit, it's a waste of money. We'll see, it's not about it. In this mitzvah, we'll see later on. Okay. אלא ידליקו נרות החנוכה כרבע שעה לפני השקיעה. So here, the Rabbi already tells us that the Hanukkah licht, it should be lit 15 minutes before shkiya.
Sunset.
Before sunset, yeah. לאחר שיתנו שמן כשיעור שעה אחת. So that means that if you have 15 minutes before shkiya in Israel, this Rabbi is talking about Israel, then you have 13 minutes of Ben Hashmashot. That'll give you 28 minutes. plus the 30 minutes of obligation, that gives you an hour. About. So that's what the rabbi says. באופן שנרות החנוכה יהיו דולקים במשך רבע שעה לפני השקיעה ורבע שעה של בין השמשות. So there will be 15 minutes of before sunset, 15 minutes after sunset, which is the בין השמשות, וחצי שעה אחר צאת הכוכבים, and then half hour after the stars came out. בסך הכל שעה אחת. So it will be enough to light 1 hour. This is all in Eretz Yisrael. In Chutz La'aretz you have a bigger problem because it's longer.
Well, I'm thinking for a moment that you were referring to here in America. And
No.
It just dawned on me. Like, no, it's the halakha. It has to be in Israel.
This is talking about Israel.
Right.
Over here we have 45 minutes in Mashmashot. So it's longer, much longer. ואם לא יהיו נרות החנוכה דולקים חצי שעה אחר צאת הכוכבים, the person has to know if the candle lights of Hanukkah are not lit after the stars come out for half hour, יש אומרים שלא יוצא ידי חובותו. And some say he has not fulfilled the mitzvah at all.
Repeat that. If some say, if you didn't have enough oil in the candelabra to lit till after stars come out for half an hour, you have not fulfilled the mitzvah. And more than that, it's worse than that. He will be punished for uttering Hashem's name in vain. Therefore, a person should be very careful. For instance, on Friday night, some people hold Rabbeinu Tam. Some people, the whole night, every night for Hanukkah, they don't light for 6:15 like we do, 6:17 in Hollywood, or 5:17 in New York. They light Rabbeinu Tam. You know what Rabbeinu Tam is? After.
That's another half hour.
So how you do that?
That's another half hour, and it has to last for another half hour. So on Shabbos it happens what?
You're delayed.
Not delayed. What do you mean?
How you Rabbeinu Tam on Shabbat? Let's say candle lighting is at.
Rabbeinu Tam, let's pass Shabbat was 6:45. Okay, next, what you want to say?
So you start lighting
6:42.
candles when?
Of Shabbos candles?
Yeah.
5:12. Hour and a half always before.
And then you're gonna light the candles. Let's say for argument, just use the times that we have now.
Yeah.
What time are you supposed to light the Hanukkah candles?
5:11.
An hour before Shabbat? Before candle lighting for Shabbat?
Yeah. No, 5:11. What do you mean?
Candle lighting is you just said 6:11. Let's say. Right?
5:11. I said. No, 5:12.
5:12.
Yeah.
The middle window, everything in between is for Shor anyways.
So you like Hanukkah lit 5:12. And then you have Rabbeinu Tam would end 6:42, which means after 6:42 is when you start obligation to light Hanukkah licht.
Gotcha.
So now you have to make sure you have 2 hours of candle of oil. If you're lighting every night at 6:45,
The exception is
if you hold Rabbeinu Tam.
is now a Shor also.
Okay.
Everything else was before Raw was
Next, Halachot Dalet.
Now we're saying that Raw.
מי שהגיע לביתו בלילה בשעה מאוחרת בימי החנוכה.
Now makes more
A
sense.
person came home very late at night. He had a business meeting or whatever, he had to travel.
The second case
ולפניו מצוות תפילת ערבית ומצוות הדלקת נר חנוכה. So now he has a question. He either goes to shul to daven Arvit, or he lights the candles right now first. He arrived home. He has a minyan at 10 o'clock at night in the shul, or in Bezat Hashem here in Yeshiva Shalom Bayit 9:25. You like my name of the yeshiva? It's funny.
Right, in order to be able to.
You like the name or not? Good. Okay. Yeshiva Shalom Bayit. That's the name of the yeshiva here. 9:25 we do Arvit. Oh, by the way, we have a new teacher. You could come here at 7:45 with me, and then Hebrew is hard for you. We have starting Bezat Hashem in a couple of days. Rabbi Alon from the Alon Iglat. Alon Iglat. He used to learn over here. The short fellow, the meat man. The rabbi likes him. So he's going to be learning Masechet Ketubot in English at night. You're going to learn more. You see? Till 9:45 Arvit. Hopefully, I'm going to talk to him more today after the Arvit. We're going to make sure to endorse him and lock him in. He's moving like within a week or two, and then we're going to be every night here, packed with groups. He's going to have a group over there, more groups. Also, Yeshiva Shalom Bayit. The best Shalom Bayit has come to learn. Next. So now, this guy, what does he do first? Does he do light the candles first? or he goes to daven arvit first. Okay? יקדים להתפלל תפילת ערבית, שתדיר ושאינו תדיר קודם. He has to go and daven arvit first, and then come home after arvit and light the candles. Okay? Why? Because tadir ושאינו תדיר, the common, tadir means common, which is always common. It trounces everything that's not common. Chanukah is not common. Chanukah is once a year. Arvit is every night. Therefore, it's more common. Because it's more common, that trumps anything else. Okay? ועוד, when we say more, שיש להקדים קריאת שמע שהיא דאורייתא. Also, we have a mitzvah of deoraita kriyat shema. How can you light candles now, which is the Rabbanan? So the mitzvah deoraita of kriyat shema. Obviously, it's going to trump the candle lighting. And after that, he could easily light Chanukah, no problem. Mikayem gam persumei nisa, and then he will be mikayem, fulfill the mitzvah of persumei nisa. But I guess now he has a chiyuv deoraita to daven arvit. I mean, no, saying kriyat shema in the arvit. It's chiyuv deoraita. Arvit is not a chiyuv at all. It's a reshut, but we daven it because of Hanag already. It's in our hands. We daven, but really, it's not what's his name? It's not the right. Okay, it's not from Torah. I mean, none of it's still the Torah, but Arvit is more or less. That's why we don't do Chazara and the whole thing. Hey.
Is that why rabbis ask, is it voluntary or?
Yes. Are you that far already in Masechet Brachot in Daf 28 already?
Voluntary or
I thought you in 3 weeks you did already 28 pages. Okay.
Compulsive or voluntary? So which one is it?
Not compulsive. Imposing. Yeah. Not imposing, or you must do it, or it's voluntary, no? Hey, what's the question? Which one is it? The halacha is like Rabbi Yehoshua. You go figure out what. Bad person, huh? Is that Rabbi Yehoshua? You don't Gemara, no?
Not like Rabbi Gamaliel?
No, Rabbi Yehoshua. Okay. Halacha, hey. בית כנסת שמתקיים בו שיעור תורה בכל יום בערב. A shul that has constantly a class at night. מיד אחר תפילת ערבית, and there is after תפילת ערבית, there's a shiur. אם קהל מתפללים, the davening, right? ערבית, the davening. So again, so there's a shiur. Then after the אם קהל מתפללים, כיצד ינהגו בימי החנוכה? So what do they do? Again, so what happens like this? This is what I'm battling it over here, right? In Hollywood, Baruch Hashem, everybody wants me to follow their trends. Everybody wants to be Baruch Hashem on their schedule. So they want to learn Arabic after Arabic right away. Right after Arabic, they want to learn. Right? Because but I see things in the future. For instance, after Arabic, I tell everybody to go home, have a beautiful dinner with your wives, and come back. 7:45, no problem. But there's more we could see over here. There's more. What happens is that you should not start a shiur right away, because on Chanukah night you have to go light candles right away after Arabic. Okay? אם אין כל חשש שכל היחידי הקהל ילכו להדליק נרות חנוכה בביתם, מיד יחזרו לבית הכנסת לשמוע את השיעור, כמו בכל יום. So now, the rabbi says like this. If we know all the community, when they're going to go home, they light candles for Hanukkah, and they're going to come back and listen to shiur, you should tell them, go. ויחזרו לבית הכנסת. אבל, so in that case, they could go and come back. אבל אם יש חשש שמקצת מן המתפללים לא יחזרו לשיעור. However, we have some people in some places in Hollywood where after Arabic they don't come back, and that's what we're fighting for. Yeshiva has an order, and we have seder, we have a schedule, we have to follow the schedule. כגון שדירתם רחוקה מבית הכנסת. The only reason Rabbi gives you permission not to come back to shul, like Rem, Tzaddik, he lives 40-minute drive to shul, he comes every day. So, in this case, maybe we'll give him a leeway. However, everybody else who lives across the street away and they're not coming to me, oy boy to them. Not to me, come and learn by yourself. The Bet Midrash has to be full all the time. We go down the Kapsut, they go to somewhere else. I don't know where they're going, but okay. יקיימו את השיעור מדי יום יומו. The rabbi should not allow them to go light the candles right away. After Arabit, he should keep them in the shul. If they are in that category that they're not going to come back, half of them, keep the shiur as scheduled, and then let them come back Let them go light candles after the shiur.
In this case, it must be
ואחר השיעור ילכו להדליק נר חנוכה בביתם. But Bezrat Hashem, we are establishing an yeshiva, and that's what the yeshiva does. People, it takes time to people understand what's important in the yeshiva for the community. How important it is. There is no community that thrives if they have just a synagogue where the people learn in synagogue. It has to be a seder. What's a yeshiva? Yeshiva means you sit according to the schedule that you're given. You're given a special schedule. Baruch Hashem, in this yeshiva we have very easy on schedule. Very easy. In the morning, like an hour and a half, and at night, hour and a half. That's such an easy yeshiva. You ever saw such a thing? You ever saw such an easy yeshiva? No. We're the easiest yeshiva in the world.
Yeah, usually the bottom doesn't even get bread.
That's right. And you get all the rewards of the yeshiva. You know what it is? We tapped into the world of the yeshiva. There's a special stream that goes up in Shamayim. This is a Beit Medrash. This is the this section, and then there's a section called yeshiva, and this makom is going to that section, which is the highest of the highest of all. It's scheduled. We don't just learn when it's convenient. We learn what it according to schedule. What does that mean? I work from 8 to 5 because 9 to 5 it's my schedule. I don't break that schedule. That's how you used to be successful in business. Donald Trump rather works from 5 in the morning till 1 o'clock at night. That's his schedule. That's he works. Finished. That's how we become billionaires. They work 20 hours a day. 20 hours a day he works non-stop. I know guys. Who spoke about them? One of the Rosh Yeshiva said that they don't have time for the bathroom. They have a schedule where to go to the bathroom. People think these guys are making millions, 30 million in stock markets, right? A year. They think they have a life, they have it good. They sleep 4 hours a night. That's it. And all day they're just knocking, that meeting. They have no day and night. They have a schedule to go to the restroom. See how crazy this is? And we, what, the yeshiva? What's the yeshiva less important? We're sustaining the whole world. These guys think they are sustaining the world. We are actually sustaining the world.
This takes a lot of strength.
That's right.
A lot.
I know. That's right. Yes, 100%. That's why it's, again, you ever saw a guy going to the mines and digging for gold, for diamonds? You know how much strength they put in to take out a little diamond? You know how much strength they put in?
Yeah.
What if I told you one guy could be working a whole year till he finds one little diamond? One little diamond. The guy is working 12 hours a day, knocking on a stone to find that diamond. That one diamond. You know? Can you imagine? What are we talking about? And what are we talking about here? That's one diamond is nothing. Every letter is worth. Okay, if I told you 9 letters from here that we read, it's a whole world for 6,000 years. How much diamonds is that? There's no measure. So what's his name? You'll be sleeping. That's the biggest ice cream in the world. It's like every scoop, more. You can't be falling asleep. Love. Now, if you're tired, it's a different story. So take a nap in the middle of the day. Take a nap before you come here. That's it. You'll be good. Yeah. Yeah, 15-minute nap. You don't do that? You know there's a timer over here. Today I set up my phone. Tick, 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 tick. Was that? I set up my phone, please. No problem. Finished. And it rings, I get up. I have no choice. Okay. It's all how you run your schedule, how you run your life. Continue. Vav. So I guess, המנהג שנהגו בכוללים בימי החנוכה, there is a special, beautiful custom that they are accustomed to do in Koilim, in the days of Hanukkah, שהאברכים מפסיקים מלימודם מבעוד יום בשעה 4 אחרי הצהריים, that Avrechim in all the Tfutzot Haaretz, in all the land of Israel, they take a break at 4 p.m. והולכים להתפלל מנחה ומערב בבית הכנסת, and they daven next to their houses. There's minions of מנחה in Arabit. ואחר כך מדליקים נרות חנוכה בזמן צאת הכוכבים, and immediately after the stars come out, they light the Chanukah licht, במעמד כל בני ביתם, while the whole family is standing up with them. Uminhag mi yosad al adnei pas, the most precious custom that there is. Ve'en le'arer alav, and chas v'shalom, nobody should say how this avrechim are canceling Torah. This is what we just told you about balabatim, people who don't learn Torah whole day, and the rabbi has only time to learn with them is right after Ma'ariv. He's not allowed to let them go home. But avrechim that learn the full time, they are there. It's a holy custom to take and go home. And if it's in New York, it's 5:17. If it's in Hollywood, it's 6:17 approximately. It's all the different areas. You take off, you go. Mistama in Hollywood is easier because 1 hour later. So it's like you get. No, it's Hollywood is going to be harder actually. In Hollywood, it would be harder because I tell you why. Because let's say if Kollel ends at 7 o'clock. Now the going home to light candle at 6:15, nobody's coming back.
The point though was
It's worse. No, it's not tiring. It's worse. The Avrechim are going to stay home. So they're going to be canceling the learning Torah. Maybe over here we should not have it. Once we have a full yeshiva. No such a thing. 7 o'clock. So they'll go home light candle at 7 o'clock. The Kollel ends at 7 o'clock. Why would you try to tell the Kollel? Over there, the Kollel are ending at 7, at 4 o'clock, 4:15. Okay, so they come 5:15, they come back to yeshiva 5:30. After lighting candles, since they say another hour and a half to learn Torah. Like
So what happens? So you take 3 meals, and then
over
you
here,
go to the neighborhood, come.
don't forget, we also have a custom to sit in front of the candles and watch them.
Whoever doesn't have, come.
That's a beautiful custom.
Go over,
Sit
do
outside,
Amazon
the
store,
cigar.
come and take
Just kidding.
3 meals.
No cigar. Anyway, with a nice drink. Pilata, what is it called? Pilate? What do they call those drinks? Yeah, pina colada or kalate, boresh, malate, karate. I don't know what you have there. And you enjoy and you look at the candles. You know what a mitzvah is? I just look at the candle that you lit, and you mamish enjoy it while it's lit. Not enjoying from it, you enjoy with it.
I don't know, a couple of years ago.
It's beautiful. Beautiful sight.
A couple of years back.
Now, halacha, we're on page Ayin Vav, starting a new halacha here. Hacham says, Shmanim u'petilot akshirim lechanukah.
It's like all this type of
On
stuff.
page Ayin Vav,
And
Shemanim u'petilot akshirim lechanukah. What oils and the ptilot and twigs that are acceptable to be used for
I had a big
Hanukkah
I
lech?
bought a bread machine.
Aleph. כל השמנים והפתילות כשרים להדלקת נר חנוכה. All sorts of oils and all sorts of פתילות, twigs are kosher for Hanukkah. אף על פי שאין השמנים והפתילות נמשכים אחר הפתילה. Even though that they're not suitable to be used for fire. Let's say some oils are not for fire and some twigs are not good. Even though the fire is sparking, whatever it is doing, you are allowed to use it for Hanukkah. Shemen zayit mitzvah. However, we have to know that shemen zayit, the olive oil, is the best. Mina muvchar, the best of the best. Because the light of that oil, it is so salul, meaning bright. Right? וכן מצווה מן המובחר לעשות הפתילה מצמר גפן. What is the best פתילה? What is the best twig that you could use for lighting Chanukah? The best of the best is made out of wool twigs, twigs of wool. חיי אדם כלל, okay, next. ובמקום שאין שמן מצוי כלל, what happens in the countries that they don't have oil? Some countries are not privy to oil. Europe countries have this problem a lot. נוהגים להדליק נרות חנוכה בנרות שעבה. In those countries, they have something else to replace the oil. It's called wax candles. Europe is very big on wax candles because they don't have oils. Not so easy for them. בנרות שעבה, כי גם הן אורן צלול כמו השמן. And the candle lighting of the wax candle, the light is so beautiful, so bright. ומכל מקום, אפילו הכין נרות שעבה להדליק נרות חנוכה. Even the person prepared the candle lighting of wax oil candles, ושוב נזדמן לו שמן, and then, however, later he found a jug of oil in the house, or somebody brought it to him, יניח מידו נרות חשבה, should put aside the wax oil or candles, וידליק אך ורק בשמן. A person should always look to light with oil. ולכתחילה לא ידליק חלק מהנרות בשמן, וחלק מהנרות שבה. A person should be very careful he should not light. Let's say the 8th day, he has enough oil, for 4 candles for half hour, and then he has the other 4. He wants to put what? He wants to put wax candles. Can you do that or not? Best is not to. Hello. Right? He shouldn't do it. He should light everything with oil. Rather, a person should know, or all of them he will make shemen. So in this instance, what should he do? What should he do? If he has enough for 4 half hours, what does he do? He leaves 1 for 4 hours, or for half hour. The one that I'm going to light the mitzvah with, the one that we make a bracha. And the rest 7, he puts enough water, and then he puts oil in them, so at least will light for 10 minutes. It doesn't matter, because that's not a mitzvah. The ikar mitzvah is the first candle that we lit for half hour.
Wow. So really, you don't need matches then.
Matches? What do you mean? Matches.
I think it is possible. I think it is possible.
Oh. Okay, it's fine. It's a normal thing here. When I talk, my mind also goes somewhere else.
My brain is sleeping right now.
I know. I got you.
Really here, you're
I got it. I get this all the time. That's why I take a nap at night every day.
Wow.
Take it off of Marty.
What?
Take it off with a peel.
I force myself to take a nap. I'm not tired sometimes.
So
I wish I could take a nap. I can't. I'm moving around. Right now, I'm listening to you, and my mind went somewhere, and I'm thinking about what you're saying.
How many hours a night do you sleep? That's the question. Do you get to sleep 6 hours a night? Yes or no?
Are you able to?
You don't time yourself?
No, it depends on the night.
That's a problem. So then you have to take a nap at night every day. Any businessman does that. You think those guys that work 20 hours and they don't take a nap at the day? Of course they do. You have to take a nap for 15, 20 minutes. It's like a soldier.
Your mouth and Hashem's ears. I'm going to be wealthy and not have to do this.
Am I wealthy? I mean, I'm very happy with what I have. I'm saying, how much money I have in my bank account? Whatever it is. It's not.
I'm happy.
I'm not getting paid here to cover my mom.
I am happy with my life.
And what's his name? I have to spend more money now. I'm investing money in this brochure. No, the brochure not even covering itself. Baruch Hashem. Whatever you're building, that's building business. Whatever it is. Hashem is. I'm right now using up all my, if I have some savings, whatever that is. Let's just say, if I have to start giving tzedakah, I'm not obligated to give tzedakah yet.
Not even a little bit.
You understand? According to Halachot, I'm not, because whatever it is. But that's not the point. The point is what you make out of your life. You say, I want to sleep. You go to sleep. Finish. Now you have to rest. Okay. Ela o kol hanerot shemen. So we have to o kol hanerot shemen. So in this case, if he doesn't have enough, he should light or all of them oil or all of them with wax. Avar im hashemen zayid biyoker meot. If the shemen olive oil is very expensive, yoter mikol shar shemanim. If it's more expensive than all the other oils, yuchad leadlik ner chayuv b'shemen zayid. So what he should do? The obligatory oil, the first light, he should light with shemen zayid, with the olive oil. V'shar nerot achidur b'shemen ragil. Then the rest he could light with any oil that he has. Okay, the beautification mitzvah. Bet. Oh, let's see. Stop over here. Because our chavruta for Gemara is here. Or metuta. Did you bring me any fruit or what? אני לא צריך להגיד לך. All right, have a good night. Everybody, let's say thank you to all the ladies that help us to come and learn Torah B'ezrat Hashem. And now we're going to learn Gemara B'ezrat Hashem. Good night.